Hello and welcome to another fascinating episode of Tap That MTG, the show where we tell you everything we know about Magic the Gathering. That is sometimes wrong, but fun to talk about anyway. We have been doing recently a series all about some fun deck ideas that we've put together. Some of them you may have seen before. That's fine. These are our renditions of them. So in this video, what you can expect is we're going to tell you a little bit about the deck, tell you what the deck is supposed to do, talk to you a little bit about the cards that are in the deck and how we built it, what decisions we made while building those, and then we'll show you some games of it being played. We're using Magic Arena to show you the play.
I don't tell you the wins and losses.
And we're not going to find out the wins and losses until the game is over. So we'll have 2 or 3 games that we're going to show you. And then we'll go from there. So maybe do some tweaks and stuff like that. I'm super excited because Shawna got to do all the work this week. And she is going to share her deck. And I always love her deck names. So what is the name of this deck,
The
Shawna?
name of this deck is Dirty Gramma. It's kind of Dirty Gramma's revenge because I've been playing Dirty Gramma for quite a while. And I keep changing it as... When Jaya first came out, Jaya Ballard, when she first came out in the... What was the first?
Dominaria. No.
Was it Dominaria? Yeah, Dominaria.
Where the spark
Dominaria, she was first.
Yeah.
Well, mind you, she was also from a long time ago when she was young. But now she's the grandma, gray-haired lady, mentor of Chandra. And so when she came out in Dominaria, I was like, I have to figure out a way to make this happen. Because I'm a grandma too. And so it's all about using her ability, which is doing an extra damage. Any red source can do an extra damage whenever damage it does. And so this...
Hence the Dirty
Gramma. She's very mean, does extra damage.
And
there isn't a lot of creatures. The very first iteration of this deck, I had no creatures at all. But you tend to get run over a little bit. You need something there. So thankfully, a nice little dwarf entered the battlefield recently. And he does 2 extra damage from red sources, including Jaya. So
now you've redone.
So now he's in there.
Okay, well, what's in your deck then? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so it is mostly spells. It's all red. It's mono red, and I have got spells that mostly do damage to multiple targets. So things like I'm just gonna take my glasses off so I can see a little bit here. So things like Thief of Possibility is one that gets me more cards. I do want a little bit of card draw. Chandra's Pyrohelix, Chandra's, what is it called? Thanks, Lesley, for zooming in for me. So Chandra's, what is it? Triumph, that's the one. Lava Coil. And then the other kind of craziness that I've got going on is Sarkhan's Catharsis, which is a card that Lesley likes. It does 5 damage directly to the person's face.
Lovely people on the video can't see you when you lean in that.
I know, I'm so sorry. But I don't have my contacts in. So Sundering Stroke is another red one that if you pay 7 mana, it does 7 damage to each of 3 targets. Or if you don't pay 7 mana, it you divide that 7 amongst things, but I always do 7 mana. And I have also got the enchantment that people have been playing.
Fires of Invention.
So
what does that one do again for those of us that are listening?
It you pay 4 to put it out, and once it's out there, you can pay for anything that is the number of lands you have. So less mana cost of less than the number of lands that you have. So if you have 6 lands out, you can pay anything that's 6 mana cost or less for free, and you get to do that twice in your turn. You only get to play in your turn, but that's okay. That's what this deck is all, like I said, about burning them in the face. So I put that out there, and then I can use the Sundering Stroke if I have enough mana out for free. The other thing I've got in there is
Ironcrag
Feet and Inescapable Blaze. I also have the spell that lets you copy 3 times, Repeated Reverberation. So it lets you copy that spell 3 times. I have 1 or 2 copies of the one that gives you 7 mana. So then you can, so that's when I don't have that freebie out. I use that too. So it's a lot of fun burning them in the face or like eliminating their stuff.
I love Sarkon's catharsis.
Yeah. And think of using that with repeated reverberation.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 15 damage. At least, it depends if you have Jaya out or Thran, or what is his name? Is it Thran? How do you say his name? Torbran? Torbran. If he's out, then it's extra for each of those. So it's kind of crazy. So it does a lot of damage. So I noticed
you have a Boros locket in there.
Yeah, that was only because I needed a little bit more card draw, because I did add the little, I had a couple copies of the little lady who does 3 damage. What is her name that you just put in your blue-red deck? Iron Crag.
Oh, Iron Crag Pyromancer, yeah.
I did put a couple of her in there too, just to play around a little bit. That's been a recent addition. She doesn't come out very much. She's also a blocker, which is nice. And I do have the Chandras. So I have Chandra, Acolyte of Flame, and Chandra, Awakened Inferno too, because, yeah, they're just burn, maybe burn. And it gives a distraction to keep people off of me, because, again, I got to stay alive as long as I can, so I can one-shot them for 15
No, I damage. Don't. I just ignore Chandra when she's out.
You ignore her? Yeah. It's amazing how many people go after Chandra, Acolyte of Flame.
I mean, sometimes I do, but
they get damaged every time, and it's extra damage. Stop going after her. Leave her alone. Anyway, it's fun.
You have Awakened Inferno in there as well.
Yes.
Mean.
Very mean.
It's very dirty. I like how
I can play her for free.
Theme-wise, I like how you put the Chandras in there.
Yeah.
Chandra and Jaya. Yeah.
So she's always been in the deck from the very beginning. For sure. So, yes. Would you like to see some gameplay?
I would love to see some gameplay. Let's see how this deck unfolds.
When I first started playing this game, it really did badly. But then I learned a little bit about how to play it better. So, I have them in order. You don't know. And I'll try to keep my mouth shut. The games go pretty quickly. Less than 10 minutes usually.
10 minutes? That's not quick.
Well, I think it is, because some of my other games like 15, 20 minutes. It's ridiculous.
I don't think I ever have a game over 8.
Oh, all right. So I do have card draw in here, so I've got like the Thrill of Possibility and stuff, so I try to keep hands with that. So when I first started playing this, I kept using that too soon instead of just hanging on to stuff.
When you need it.
Same with my burn spells, like creature, I'd worry about my life total too much. So when I first started playing, I would use up my burn
Shawna,
stuff.
there's a lucky clover
on this one.
Respond with Thrill of Possibility. Okay.
Yeah. And I finally remembered that that's an instant, so you can play that on their turn. So get set up. I have Jaya and Torbran in my hand.
Let's see what you do with it.
Pyro Helix as well. I have 2 Torbrans, unfortunately.
Turn 3, so
he's a legendary, so I can only play one of him. Oh, I did put Dwarven Mind in for land, again, to have a little blocker out there. And when the big daddy dwarf is out there, it's 3 damage, which is really nice for a little 1/1 that was free for the land. So, yes. Lucky Clover and green, and this is a green and black adventure deck, it looks like to me.
So what's your mana curve look like?
The mana curve is fairly high on the 4 or 5 cost.
Is that because of Torban is 4,
yeah,
and then Jaya is 5.
It's a little slower as far as the red deck goes.
It's interesting.
Yeah. So a lot of people are waiting for me to play the Cavalcade of Calamity. It never comes out. He just made me discard a whole bunch of cards.
Yeah, that's sad.
It was very sad. But I did get another Jaya. So that's pretty awesome when you can do that.
Cool. Yeah.
Make you discard 4 cards in one turn. I've done that before.
I know. She plays that deck too.
And the Giant's coming.
Twice.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Lots of mana going on here.
I don't know, Shawna. Don't tell me.
We're still
Don't
20
tell
and
us.
20.
Don't tell us. We're still, well, that's true. We're still 20
and 20. Both of us are setting up.
There's nothing happening in this game. It's just everyone waiting for the other person to make the first move.
And he's still trying to figure out what the heck I'm playing, because I'm a red deck and I haven't got anything out there.
Well, you're not playing Cavalcade for Calamity because that would be much faster.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good because everyone plays that deck.
Yes. Just saw the ban for Pioneer today. Did you see it?
New today?
New today.
I have not seen it yet.
It is, they just banned Veil of Summer.
Ah.
Oh, and look at me. I'm doing Chandra's Pyrohelix on little 1/1s that are going to help him play his...
Oops.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he's oopsing me, but whatever.
I don't know why people oops people.
Got rid of your dudes.
You're supposed to oops things when you do
You make
oops.
a mistake. Maybe he was oopsing because I just got rid of his little people that are going to help him with his Love-Struck Beast.
Maybe.
So there's the Iron Crag.
I do think that they need a darn or shoot or something like that. Like because sometimes the stuff that they put on there is not, you can't really emote as well. So I think people use the oops for that.
So a red deck like me having to discard 4 cards at the beginning has really set me back in this game. So I am sitting here with 3 land and
4 mana costs.
Nothing happening. 4 is the cheapest. I just got Iron Crag Pyromancer. His Beanstalk Giant is 13. I have 1 little blocker that I really don't want to block with, but he only has to swing at me twice and I'm dead.
Yeah, well,
But
next turn you got to block it or else, but maybe you'll be able to pull something off here. I'm looking forward to it.
Thinking, I can't remember what happens in this game, but I still have Torbrand there. Here comes a whole bunch of more crazy green stuff.
That Lucky Clover.
I can't even fault him for that.
It's funny because when that Lucky Clover first came out and it was in the list, no one talked about it.
Nope.
It was like, whatever, I think because they didn't understand the adventures and how they worked and stuff too. But it's just funny to see a card that no one was talking about just come up and rise in the ranks.
So I was able to make the Iron Crag Pyromancer deal 3 damage to his face from drawing cards, but it didn't really get me anything that I can use other than
you have
it
1
got
little
me another
blocker.
land. Yeah, because I'm using the what is it called? The God Pharaoh one, the red draw card, amass one. Have you been able to play in the Okos Madness at all?
Yeah, I finished that one.
It's actually kind of fun.
It's completely random though, right?
So random.
There's no skill involved in that. It's whoever gets a flyer. I got a...
Or Tristani.
I got Tristani once. I also got the...
Blocking his big giant.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's venerated...
Down to 1.
Something or other. No.
No? Venerated something?
It's the one that gives you a 3/3 or a 1/1 Saproline token at the beginning of... not each upkeep, but each end step. That one.
Oh, nice.
But it comes in as 3/3, so I kept just getting all these...
So a good game here.
Yeah.
That can do.
Yeah. Well, that's so sad. But that gives us... So in this case, obviously you didn't get enough... or the discarding really hurt you. And even with the card draw, there was no coming back from that. So that's, I guess, a downfall of this.
Yes, so that's a little learning lesson for everyone that one of the faults with red decks, well, with any deck really, is if you can do that to people, if you can get cards out of their hand, that is such an advantage. Like, so much. Yeah.
It's hard because, with red decks, you have to kind of...
Red decks is tough.
Yeah.
Because they usually, well, pretty much always, all their card draw is you have to discard something. Yeah. So that's really hard to do.
All right. We have another one. 10 seconds in here.
I tried to
start
them at the right spot. Yeah. There was a couple that I was doing, and again, I think the player was just trying to figure out what the heck I was doing, but they were taking forever in their turn. So I'm like, I am not recording. I'm just stopping this because
I usually, so for those of you that don't know, we do record them ahead of time and we bring you some good examples of how the games will unfold if you play this deck. We feel that it's just as beneficial to look at losses as it is to look at wins. So That's why we pre-record them and pick what we want to show you.
Mhm.
Yeah, so when I'm recording, I just record everything and then I just pick and choose.
Oh no, Lesley, look, it's a lifelink deck.
Ah.
Blue-white
You
lifelink.
kill that. That's
I do
fine.
have a good... I have Chandra's Triumph. I'm getting rid of that Pride Mate right now.
Blue-white. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though, with red decks is that
Oh,
you have
and
to be
there's another
fast
one.
or
Dang
else.
So now in my hand, I've got the Repeated Reverberation, and I have Fires of Invention, and I have Jaya, and I have Torbrand, and I have the Sundering Stroke.
And
So
you
what would
don't-
happen if I can do a copy of Sundering Stroke?
I don't know. Are you going to show us?
Maybe. Do I get to? It costs 7 mana. So I have to have 7 out to play it for free. So that's another reason why I have that card that you pay 4 and you get 7 mana. So I have that too. Oh, I have the Iron Crag. That's really nice to stick in front of that Johnny, 3/3 Johnny, because she's at 0/4. And I tried to mouse over things to pop them up there so you can see them better.
Unless he gains life.
Yes, and he's got lots of mana to play with. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I do
Hopefully
have a
you
card
can draw a
thing,
second card.
and that's back in my hand. You just put it back in my hand. How rude! So I can't block. I'm down to 14 life. I got Jaya. I need more mana again. Why don't I have mana?
How many mana are you playing with? You didn't talk about that.
I do have 24.
24 mana.
Because I have so many high cost cards. And he put it back in my hand again.
Nice.
But he still hasn't gained other life to
He
press the
hasn't.
Johnny bigger yet. So it's interesting. The blue in there.
Oh, he's got some life linkers out now, though.
Nope, those aren't.
Those aren't the
Those are
the
just
soldiers,
regular
not the knights.
soldiers. Yeah. So he's swinging at me again with a 3/3. I don't know what he's doing, taking forever. Come on, dude. Click the button.
Yeah.
He's got something. I have a fistful of cards and 3 mana. So, yeah, it's very annoying.
It's interesting. I understand the need for having the priority stuff in there, but if someone hasn't, I don't know. I just think sometimes they give us too long to contemplate before the timer even comes on, and then the timer gives another 30 seconds.
Yeah. And I've already killed Nicol Bolas in the street here, so that's the first thing I do. Oh, there's a mana.
So what does he have in his hand, do you think? That an opt?
An opt, maybe? I don't know. It was really annoying.
That's a sure sign if you're doing that.
So now I can play Fires of Invention and Torbrand at the same time. Yeah. Now
things are going to look
I have a blocker there. I have lots of cards to play with.
A blocker that will do 4 damage.
Mm-hmm. Does he notice this? I don't know. I can't remember. I can't remember what happens. I just named them 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I know.
And,
that's what I did last time too.
So that I wouldn't remember too. So.
Yeah.
Oh man. He's going to draw a bunch of cards. I've got 2 Jayas in my hand. Come on. It's really terrible. Maybe that's why he put blue in here, to draw cards and do with my stuff. I don't know. It's an interesting deck that he's playing.
He's got a lot of kind of
flyers.
controlling. I think he's probably used to playing like green decks and stuff, returning things back to
So now I have to decide all of these spells I can play for free. So I'm going to play her for free. And then what am I going to do? I'm going to take a chance and draw some cards.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of one of my Jayas, sadly.
Yeah, well, that's
I don't
a good
need
choice.
2 of them, really.
Yeah.
At this point in the game, I need to get something that's going to help
Yeah,
me
there
stay
you
alive.
go.
Achoo!
Ha-ha.
The Iron Crag Pyromancer gets rid of the
You get a little
3/3
dwarf.
Johnny. And I'm attacking with my big boy.
Yeah.
Go, go, go. Go, big boy.
You had to think about it.
I had to think about it.
Weren't you
Do I
just
need
saying?
him as a blocker? Is he going to have a haste? Nah, he's not going to have haste. So we can put the damn thing back in my hand. Ah, crap. He used Law Mage's binding on it. So I'm like, what is it doing again? Can't
abilities
attack.
can't be activated.
Yes.
And that.
And now he's got
okay,
the-
so let's talk about the different. So it says abilities can't be activated.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is Torband's ability an activated ability?
Yes, it is. Sadly.
Is it?
Yep. Yep. I don't. Yeah.
I thought it was a static ability. Because you don't have to do anything to activate it.
I don't know. I have 5 mana out now, so now I can play Jaya for free. And she had one of her abilities is minus ability. Let's see what my shock does. I'm gonna do it to that. See, that's what I'm trying to remember. See, because I'm wondering the same. See, I'm trying to think. Does it only do 2?
No.
It did extra. Woo!
Yeah, I was gonna say, pretty sure that that's not an activated ability. So he was trying to stop you. Well, I mean, stop you from obviously swinging with that, but thought that it would stop.
Yeah.
Torban.
So now Jaya's gonna do extra damage too.
Yeah.
13 down to 9.
Yeah.
Just from Jaya. So now the shoe is on the other foot.
Yeah.
So now I've got cards to do stuff.
Because Jaya's ability does 2, plus an extra 1, plus Torban and an extra 2, right?
Her own doesn't. You don't get the 1 for her own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's only other red
So
spells.
it was
But
4.
now he gains some more life. He's got a bunch of. This is why he's got blue-white, because he's got the life gain, the
and the
Elite
flyer.
Guild Mage, the Azorius Knight who can't be blocked. He's going to send that at Jaya, because Jaya's causing problems.
Okay.
So, you have another Fires of Invention. 2 Fires of Invention do you absolutely no good.
Yes, they don't stack.
So that's what I'm going to get rid of. And to draw some cards. Got some lands. That's okay, because when I get
3 damage to his flyer.
cards, Achoo! Actually, 5 damage. I should have done this other one, but that's okay. The flyer is a bit of
The
a problem for
unblockable,
me.
that's okay. He's, and then you have.
I do have the Sundering Stroke. But do I do it? Yes, I do. I'm going to pay 7 mana and poke all 3 of those things.
Nice.
Because when you pay 7 mana, it's 7 damage to each of those things. And now, well, plus 2, so it's 9 damage to each of those things, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And he quit. Because I just did 9 damage to his face.
Yeah.
And
So
cleared his board.
that 2 things, I guess, his life gain deck probably should have
Actually,
had
life gain.
more life gain in it. And maybe, otherwise, I don't know why he's playing a Johnny's Pride Mate.
Mm-hmm.
And your deck had some time to get set up that time, so that was good.
He was controlling me a
Yeah.
little bit. So this one, all I can tell you is it's against some knights. The knights in shining armor.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I'm getting better at taking my time with this. Malevolent. Can't spell malevolent, apparently.
Or it was taken, maybe. Malevolent.
So do I keep this hand? Yes, I keep this hand. I've got Jaya, Chandra, Lava Coil, and a Pirate Helix. So again, my long game is there, and I'm worried because
Okay, you got
here's
kill
a
it
knight
now
already.
before it can give a counter to something.
Exactly. 1-1 Chandra's Pirate Helix is perfect for that.
Boom.
He's already down to 17 because he used a shock land on himself, so that was kind of nice. I only have 2 copies of Lava Coil because, again, I want to make sure that I have options.
Mhm.
So only use Lava Coil on creatures is
On
all I can
things that-
do.
Yeah.
Get rid of that because that worthy knight makes lots more knights. So nope, goodbye. See you later. I play that card, so I know what it can do. Midnight Reaper, oh man. But that might be working in my favor because I'm doing so much damage to his face.
Surprised you're playing with your kitty cat.
Huh?
Isn't that your
This
kitty
is
cat?
the tap that account, so tap that doesn't have the box.
Ah,
Not yet. So not quite there. So that's a reminder to everybody while we're watching this, is our Tap That account. We are playing it, it has had no money put into it whatsoever. And so I'm able to build these decks with it. It's not the top, I can't build the top tier decks for sure. I don't have Oko and stuff in there, but I certainly have tons of cards that I can do a lot of things with. I try to play all the events, like the Oko event, all these things that I can get extra.
it's a little bit of a test
It is.
to see if you can actually play and get anywhere on a
Free. It's free. This is
completely free, not
I haven't
paying
paid
anything.
any money. And again, Jaya's out, so I can do extra damage here. So he's down to 14. I've been able to keep up to his creatures so far. I have 5 mana. I have another card draw, but now he's getting more creatures out. He doesn't have card draw yet. Just drew a shock. I don't know what to do. I would have liked another land, because having Chandra out right now would be awesome, because I would do her minus ability and do 3 damage to her.
Are you going to swing first and see if he blocks with his 2/3?
Exactly.
Nice. He was lulled into your trap.
Yes,
Never
he fell
block.
for my trap.
You're playing someone that has blue or is playing
Has
red,
red.
and they have stuff untapped, and they're just
But then
swinging
he
with
does
everything
that.
that's going to die.
Gives it lifelink and makes it bigger.
Oh.
I know. Oh, I went when he did that. But it's still a 2. Oh, right, because I forgot. My things do extra damage. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, thank God. So then I got rid of it.
No, you were just purposely waiting
I was,
until
yes,
he
I was
chose
like-
that as a target.
Sure, I had that all planned. No, I was like, no! And then I remembered Jaya's ability. And then Circle of
Oh.
Loyalty comes out, and I'm like,
Snap.
oh, man. Now I have way too many creatures to deal with, I'm sure. And Jaya's going to disappear on me. So I've kept him... Creature decks are really hard for this deck to keep up to, and I've kept him down so far. I'm showing you the Circle of Loyalty on there. It's just...
Oh, well, you got a Torbon.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Am I
nice.
going to stick it out? Hang in there?
I think you are.
I'm at 20 life,
You
he's at
still have
16.
20. You're good.
I'm showing you Torbran. Red source would be extra. So yes, it is a static ability.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember either.
Oh, good.
Pachoo! Extra damage.
On both of those.
Yeah. So that's 3 damage to his face as well as to that. He makes a knife though that he puts the thing on. Sadly.
Yeah.
Circle of Loyalty making all these knights. I think it's not for free though, is it? No, he has to pay mana for it. Right?
Yeah.
I looked at it
4
again.
mana. can take it. That's okay.
I'm gonna
Use
take
your life.
it. I'm gonna take
Use
it.
your life as a resource. You got lots of life.
It's annoying that he has vigilance though. And here comes another death toucher. Ooh, it's so close again. 16, 13, and there's my Sundering Stroke, and I need 2 more mana still.
Yeah, what are you gonna discard?
Yeah.
Really want that awakening.
Chandra would help. Yeah. Well, she's only 6, right?
Oh, there's a mana at least.
And now I have an escape of the blade.
You have a really high mana curve
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
for a red deck.
Exactly. That's why I have 24 lands. But now he's getting so many creatures. He's like, oh my god, what am I gonna do?
That's the thing that's so hard right now too
Destructible.
about standard in general. I think is that
I couldn't decide. Am I gonna block? I don't know. I can take one more hit.
is it such a fast format.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't allow for the fun janky decks to like do well.
Yeah. So I was trying to decide, can I play Chandra for enough damage? No, because it only does 3 damage to each. So I'm just gonna blast him in the face and Pshoo! And sadly no. And good game.
Oh.
So sadly, couldn't keep up to the creatures. Get rid of that guy and get hit for just enough.
one more. The
One
one
more
that he
turn,
just
I would have had
made.
him.
Yeah,
I'd have had him.
it was a close game.
Mm-hmm. 5 to -3. So one more. I'll show you one more.
All right.
It's a Knights deck too. A little bit different because it's more black Knights than that one was. It's number 4 yet. Black Knights have the Midnight Rider in it. Okay, so now the last video we've got here. Again, it's a Knight deck. That's all I can tell you. I don't remember if I won or lost. But let's see. I'm keeping my opening hand because it's looking pretty good. I've got 3 mana. I've got the dwarf. And I've got some card draw. I've got
Pretty
Repeated
high mana cost
Reverberation.
there, though.
It's scary, I know, Lesley.
I don't know.
You'll be okay.
Don't think I trust that very much. I think.
And then I find out, oh crap, he's playing black, so he's aggro. Oh no, what's he gonna play?
It's okay. You can't win them all.
Yeah. But he didn't play anything yet. That's what was so weird. I was like, what?
You're
Why-
still
why
tied.
does he not
That's
have
like when
anything?
the kids
Oh,
come and they
what the
say,
heck?
"Who's winning?"
And then he plays his Knight of Revenge.
Oh.
So I'm like, ah, crap. But
Okay. Well, let's
deal
see.
with this.
Let's get rid of
I can
it.
deal with it. Discard a land. Okay.
Interesting.
There, I got something. There, I've got something. Now I can deal with it. I was a little worried because I was like, oh my god, this thing's gonna get big fast. I need to get some.
And you have
removal.
another Chandra's Triumph there, so that's okay.
And I'm like, oh crap, I've only got 2 mana. I may just get rid of the third. That was probably not the smartest thing to do. Oh, phew. There's another mana. Thank God. So, do I go after his Knight? He can buff it.
That's true.
He can buff it. He's got 3 free mana, and I can only do 2 damage. So, maybe not. No, I can do 3 damage with Chandra's Triumph, right?
Yeah, he'll just buff
But
it up,
he'll
right?
make it
So
big enough.
there's no sense in
I'm
doing
hoping
that.
he'll spend it, and then I can deal with it. But no.
Let's see what he does.
Dude, buff it up. Buff it up. Ah, he didn't do it. Can't deal with this.
Right.
Then I get another Dwarven.
You have a little
Line,
blocker.
So this is nice because now I can actually get a blocker out of it. So now this is where I'm
That's risky.
This is very risky to play this Fire's Prevention right now because I can only play 2 spells and only on my turn. So do I do the Chandra's Triumph on the guy? I don't know because I can only do it on my turn.
But you only got 2 per, so.
But he can buff it. I don't know. I'm like, ah. So let's hope he's got a plan for those mana and he doesn't want to use it. Is he going to buff it? Damn it! So I totally wasted my spell.
That's okay.
So yeah.
Well,
This is
we were talking about this earlier. It's good to go back if you get a chance to record yourself and go back and watch them later.
Yeah.
You'll get better because you'll see the mistakes you made. Sometimes when you're in it, you're just like, oh well, he just had like a tier 1 deck, and he was, and no, you made a mistake here, and that's where you lost the game basically.
And I put in my account after the weekend, I put in the 2 top. In the top 8 this weekend at Mythic Championship, there were 6 Oko decks and 2 other decks. One was the Golgari Adventures and one was Celestia Adventures. I have different versions of those, but I decided I'm going to build the exact decks that those guys have. So I totally net decked and see how I do. And I did actually badly with those decks because I hadn't practiced with them. They were a lot different than my versions of them. Card draw is king, and if you don't
Just
know what
because
you're
you're
doing,
playing a tier 1 deck
Exactly.
doesn't mean you're going to do
Doesn't
well.
mean you're gonna win.
There is a lot of strategy and skill involved in
Yeah.
playing things at the right time. So, yeah, that's why I suck at this game.
So an update on my situation. I got Jaya out, but he's brought back
you.
his stupid Knight of Ebon Legion again.
Ugh.
So now he's got all these little aggro guys. I've got my
And he's
little
got the
1/1s.
Dread Horde.
Ugh. So I'm like, oh
I don't
crap.
know, you
No
gotta-
Jaya. I got to deal with this mess.
Basically block them all, I guess.
Do I block them all? I don't know. Then I won't have anything. I'm only going to kill the one.
But then his Butcher.
I have to kill this butcher.
It's
You
just-
always have to kill the butcher. If you see the butcher, kill it. You have to.
Yeah. And then it's just going to do 1 anyway.
Yeah.
So you might as well
I
block.
may as well. That's what I thought. But now I have a lot of mana. I have a lot of cards that I can do something with here. And he's at 18.
Oh,
I'm
and
at
you
17.
have a Reverberation.
I have the repeated reverberation.
What are you going to do?
So I can play that for free. So that means I can do that Sarkhan's Catharsis to his face times 3. So that's
Wait.
5 damage.
It does it twice?
Copies it twice.
I love that. so
he's
15 damage.
15 damage in one shot.
He's all of a sudden he's down to
That's
3.
exactly what this deck is supposed to do. And he's like, what the hell just happened? I was sitting pretty here. Now I
Oh,
gotta get my
wow.
lifelinker out because I'm gonna die here in a second.
Yeah.
I'm down to 3.
Oh, and you get
and
a
I
Jaya.
got a Jaya. Oh, this is so good. And I have now a mana.
But what are you going to do? Because now,
Sundering Stroke.
Just end it, I think.
I can end it because Sundering Stroke, if you pay 7 mana for it, don't pay it for free, 7 mana, I can do 7 damage to 3 things, including his face.
Yeah.
So his game is now over.
Good game.
He is dead. And he's like,
awesome.
What happened here? I don't even know.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. I love it when that goes off. It's so good.
So that's what the deck is supposed to do.
That's
the key thing there that you wanted to happen.
Yes. So when you look at the stats of the deck, I'm only about 43% on it, and I can't get much higher than that, it seems like. Which isn't bad, but it's not great either. I lose against creature decks.
Yeah. Because they're really fast.
Mono green.
Perhaps if you get maybe put some blockers in there, some little guys just at the beginning.
Maybe,
I know you want some bigger stuff.
What little guys are you thinking would be good?
Well, I can't remember what they're called. They're I think they're called Fervent Knights. They're little 1/1s
the little
with
1/1
first strike.
First strike, dude.
They would be great, good blockers, or something that gives you tokens or something like that stay on the battlefield.
Okay.
But those buff each other up too. So if they are doing first strike and you have Torban out there, then they're doing 4.
3. If you have Jaya out too, that'd be 4.
Doesn't he do 2 extra?
He does 2. So the card is a 1/1.
They buff each other up though. So if you have
gosh.
If you have 2 out, then they're 2 1s with first strike, and then so technically they're 4 1s with first strike.
Okay.
So
that'd be good.
that gets rid of their questing beast first strike.
Yep.
That gets rid of their big stuff.
Touch doesn't touch you.
Yeah, and as far as card draw, I noticed you're using Boros Locket. Perhaps you want to use something like Risk Factor, because
I never thought of that card.
it will do damage as
that
well.
Forces them.
And
if Torbrand
it's
is
good.
out, it would do
Either
extra.
thing they choose is good for you, whereas Boros Locket just gets you cards.
Yeah.
You're saying that it's a throwaway, but I think it also has Jumpstart, so you can do it twice. So if you do have some stuff that you want to throw
I'm definitely
away,
putting that in.
Yeah.
I'm definitely putting that in. I'm pretty sure the Tap That account has that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a great idea. I was also thinking of Teen Chandra, I call her.
Yeah.
She's she's the Chandra Acolyte of Flame.
Yeah.
Just to get those little
and
ones.
she's lower mana cost too, and that'll be in their face too,
Yeah.
and they'll want to block those, and that will hopefully take out some of their stuff if they're being super aggressive.
You were thinking maybe I should take out my big Chandra?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, that could be in replacement for some of the lower mana cost stuff.
Yeah.
It depends on if you use her. I mean, she will come in handy if you get her out, for sure. But I think your keys in this deck are your Fires of Invention, your Reverberating spell, and then your Jaya and your Torban. Those are the 4 key things. If you have lots of those, and then the rest of it is kind of build around those things.
Yeah.
Keep yourself alive until you can make that stuff happen.
Yeah.
And they're all high mana cost stuff. So
those little guys would help. She would help because again she'd have those little 1/1s just
because even
aggressive
your Fires of Invention cost you 4 before you can start using that. So
the other thing, even if you get if I get Chandra Acolyte of Flame later in the game, being able to cast that target instant or sorcery from my graveyard. Yeah. But it's mana cost 3 or less. But
that's okay. You're shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I have Torbrand out, that's 4. What was that?
3.
That's 4 damage. Yeah. That's what helps me there in that other game. So yeah, maybe. Okay. Yeah.
So I think that is a fun deck. Thank you so much for sharing
you're welcome.
with us. And next week we are coming back. We're going to talk about another deck.
Your deck.
My deck.
Which one?
I get to do all the work this week. It is a blue-white, or not blue-white, blue-red deck.
Blue-red.
That's all I'm going to say.
Blue-red?
Blue-red.
What is it called?
Seconds, please.
Seconds, please.
That gives you a hint of what it is.
But you got to stay tuned for next week.
Stay tuned for next week. And in the meantime, tap those magic cards and have fun doing it. See you later, guys.
Bye, guys. Oh man. So I have good hand, I think. And it's fairly high, but gotta remember, I'm just setting up. It's a weird deck.
Oh, that's a really high. I'm really surprised at you.
Yep.
This is not like you.
And yeah, that's what's different about this Dirty Gramma now, is how high it is. I was, well, before I had lightning strike and I had shocks and
well, that's what I'm wondering. Stuff. Like, I was going to ask, why don't you have more spells at lower?
Because I did, but this is now, it's become, I just sit there and I build up and I try to one-shot them for 15, 18, 23 damage. So I really try to do that. So it's kind of control, and then I just, it's kind of how the whole thing works. That's it. She's Dirty Gramma. She's just waiting. Waiting for her opportunity.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, of course, he's got his Legion. I've already got rid of one of the stupid things. They're not stupid. I really like that card. Like, should I use it on there? I don't know. See, I wait.
Yes.
I wait.
Well, he could buff it up, right?
Yeah. I'm not going to waste it. Pass. Hit me with your best shot. Come on. Come on, buff it up, buddy. I'm trying to force him to buff it, and so that the less creatures he has out, the better for me.
Yeah.
Right? So, do I do it? No, I do not. Now I get a little blocker.
Surprised he didn't buff it.
Baby. Yeah. So
what's his game?
Exactly. What's going on with him? So this is a risk playing Fires of Invention this early in the game, because I can only play 2 spells a turn.
Yeah, but
and only on
you
my
got
turn.
Good ones, and they're expensive ones. So.
See, and I still didn't do the Triumph because he can still buff it up and protect his knight. So I'm like, don't do it, Shawna, don't do it. And she did it. She did it. Shawna. And he does. And it lives. I was dumb. I should have been patient. I should have... You saw me hesitate.
We learn from our mistakes.
Yeah.
And that is the point. It's actually really, if you ever get a chance to just record your games and then go back and watch them later, don't like look at them for a while and then go back and watch them. And this is what will happen. You'll be like,
did you do that?
Oh, well, that was a poor decision.
And so he has been able to bring back his knights that he already got rid of. And I'm like, oh, man. Which is why the black is nice in this kind of deck, because it's got all this recovering stuff. So
you need a blocker.
I need a blocker. I need to get rid of a card. I'm going to draw some cards. So I get rid of the locket because it's just junk anyways. It's only there if I really need it. So yeah, now I can play Jaya for free. Go, Jaya, go. He is all tapped out, so I can still get rid of one of his things, but I'm going to get rid of the flyer because I need to keep Jaya alive. She needs to be around for 2 turns. At least, if I can keep her longer. I know, it's just trying to control all these creatures that he's got.
And he's got a couple you got some good blockers, just like little 1/1s, 3/1/1s.
And in my hand, I have Repeated Reverberation, Sarkhan's Catharsis, and Sundering Stroke.